Hi, my name is Steve Strafface Sr. from Rescom Heating and Air Conditioning in Westchester County, New York. Thanks for taking the time to listen to this or listen to me. I'm home just relaxing a little bit. It's actually at night, it's dark outside, and we got these lights in here and it makes it look like it's daylight out here. It's pretty neat. But um, I'm just out here reading a book and they're talking about competition and things like that. And uh, they're saying competition is good, competition could be bad. Um, One of the things that I'm getting out of this is too much competition is not good. It's not good for you, the customer, the client, because what tends to happen is everybody's out there jockeying for your business. So what they're going to want to do, this is some companies, some service providers. I'm talking about service because that's what we do. We do service, heating and air conditioning service installations. So everyone's out there trying to get the business. They're jockeying for your sale, and what may not necessarily happen is you may not get the value that you think you're getting, because ultimately a business has to make money in order to survive and provide a good work atmosphere for their staff. Um, you know, Pay for insurance, pay for the office staff, pay for people to be there for you when you call, to answer the phone, trucks, things like that. So it's pretty expensive to run a business, but so people have to pay their bills. So sometimes companies will be out there and they know they got to bid against 20 people, 1,000 people, and so they're going to lower their margins, lower their price so they can get the job. Sometimes they'll get the job at a loss. Sometimes they'll get the job at breaking even, or they're going to make just very little money on it, but they just want to get the job so they can survive the day, the week, the month, the year, which is not good for anybody, especially the customers or the clients, because you're not getting the value that you're paying for. And if the company that you're hiring isn't really providing a quality job with great service and providing you with the value, they may not be around to be there to help you when you need help, or unfortunately, they don't plan on being there to help you if there's a problem with the equipment or a problem with whatever, the installation or whatever. Because to do a quality job, to provide value, you need to have quality people that are coming to your house, who know what they're doing, who love what they're doing, and want to provide value for that customer or client. So that costs money to do that. You don't go to a steakhouse or a fancy restaurant and expect to pay fast food pricing. You go in there and you're going to spend more money because of the chefs that they have there. They're specially trained chefs. They're cooking the food the way you want it, maybe, or they have a special way they cook things. They have special equipment that costs a lot of money so that they can prepare the food the way you like it. The bottom line, it's all about you, the client, the customer. And when people are jockeying for your business and everybody seems to be cutting their prices just so they can get your business, they can't be providing the value that you're expecting. They just can't. It's just impossible, and still stay in business. And if they are going to stay in business, they may not have quality people that want to really do a great job. I've been doing heating and air conditioning for, I don't know, 35, 40 years, a long time. And we've had our business in Westchester County for a little over 20 years. And, it's unfortunate that we do see a lot of bad craftsmanship out there. And people don't take pride in what they do. They don't take pride in how they provide their service. Or they don't take pride in who they're sending to your house. Now, I'm not bad mouthing anybody. I'm not saying that we're great. I'm not saying that we're perfect. We don't make mistakes. We definitely make mistakes. But, we correct them. We do our very best to make people happy. But unfortunately, there are just some people you can't make happy, or whatever they call making them happy, you just can't do. But some people just don't want to be happy, or they just, whatever you try to do, to some people, it just doesn't work. So now, with that being said, now when you got people out there just bidding for your job, and they're lowering their prices just so they can get it and survive, I mean, then they can't be there productively or value with the value when you need them to come back. And I see a lot of stuff out there that just is not done right. And again, we do make mistakes, and we're not perfect. And but we'll take care of our mistakes. But so back to the competition thing, and low prices. I mean, sometimes people are saying, well, Steve, I got 3 other bids, I got 4 other bids, and you're the highest. And I says, well, do you remember what we discussed? Did you remember what I showed you we were going to take care of? Did you read the proposal? I mean, is the other company doing the same thing? Yeah, they're doing exactly the same thing you're doing. And it's definitely not possible, because it takes time to do a quality job. It takes time to put the value in to do the job properly for you. I mean, everything is for you. We want you to have a system that's going to work the way it was designed. Sometimes, unfortunately, I say there's some rodeo companies out there, or service providers in every trade, that they'll just lasso that system, and they'll just throw it in place, spit and glue and tape it and turn it on, and as long as it comes on, it works. But that's not the truth. Just because something comes on does not mean that it's working right or safely. Some safety things may not have been done, so you don't have the double protection or triple protection against something if it does happen. Anyway, I tend to talk too much when I get talking about things, and other things always come into my mind, and you just keep talking. I'm sure that happens to everybody. But again, back to what I started with is, competition is not necessarily the best thing for the client. We definitely aren't the cheapest guy out there, but that being said, we may come across a particular job that we're bidding, and maybe we are the lowest price. But it doesn't mean that we're doing a cheap job. It's just that we're looking at things differently, or you may only want to do certain things, and that's all we're going to do. But high price, middle price, low price, it doesn't mean the value that you're going to get, believe it or not. You have to create a relationship, a partnership with service providers, and other things that you need in your life. We all need help in our life. We can't go through life alone. We need lawyers, we need doctors, we need dentists, we need dog sitters, we need plumbers and heating, and we need air conditioning and electricians. We need all that stuff. We got to build houses. And some people say the trades are a dying breed, and that may be true, but it's a great trade. It's a great business to be in the trade, because it's not for everybody, but it's very rewarding when you do something and it comes out great, and it came out great, and you were taught by somebody who actually knew what they were doing. Because some people are taught by people that don't know what they're doing, or they think they know what they're doing, and things just aren't done right, but they don't know that, so it's not their fault. But so competition is a good thing, but then again, it's a double-edged sword. So don't always think that the price that you get, meaning the lower price, is the better job or the better price, because sometimes the price might be the price, but at the end of the day, the cost of the system actually costs you more, because the system's not working right. You may not know that, but it's working. Or you may have a problem with your system, and then all of a sudden you can't get the people that came back to put it in, and you got to call somebody else, and then it's costing you double whatever you paid to do it the first time. But anyway, thanks for listening to me. I know I talk a little bit too long, but I really appreciate you taking the time and listening. So have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Or a great night, actually.